I've got 7 fundamental principles that'll support you in becoming an expert copywriter. There are many principles, but I got 7 to share with you in this video. If you're new here, my name is Kevin, and I'm an e-commerce growth marketer. Welcome to my channel where I share insights on how to scale your online business through online marketing principles and tactics, just like the 7 copywriting principles that I'm sharing in this video that will help you solidify your marketing efforts for consistent growth and longevity. The tips I share with you are based on my experience of learning, writing, and stress testing copy that's produced hundreds of thousands in sales for many e-commerce brands. So no theory here, and it's what has allowed me to support my clients in scaling their businesses. Now, I'm going to share these 7 fundamental principles that when you internalize them and master them, they indeed lead you to become an expert copywriter. After this video, you will have principles that you can leverage to improve your copywriting and build a solid foundation for whatever it is that you do that involves copy. So let's dive into it. Principle number 1, no matter what format, the first job is to get attention. Okay, you want to focus on the hook. It doesn't matter if you're doing social media ads, paper ads, emails, etc. The first job will always be to grab attention because we live in a world full of distractions. Okay, so every time you're writing, you want to ask yourself, how will I hook people in? Because as long as you can hook people in, you have a fighting chance in carrying them through the rest of your copy to take them to take the specific action that you want. All right. But if you can't even hook people in, the rest of the copy doesn't even matter. So that's principle number 1. Principle number 2, when selling to your reader, you need to get them to see what you see. Okay. The dream, the vision, you need them to see what you see. And you want to do this by describing your vision in terms that they know and resonate with. Use their jargon, use their terminology. Don't use your, you know, businessy jargon or like formal jargon. Use the words that they're familiar with because of this simple understanding and familiarity for the reader, they can build that vision in their own mind. And this does a couple of things. When they're able to build that vision or that dream in their own mind, it helps them to trust it more and lean more towards action because they feel that they've built the vision themselves and they can clearly see it, which is so important because as soon as they believe that this idea that's planted in their mind, they came up with it themselves and they have the utmost clarity for it and they want it even more and they trust it more and they're more comfortable with it, they're going to want to take that action. And if they can clearly see how they can make that dream their own reality, they're going to take action. On that note, principle number 3, you are never really selling the reader. The reader is selling themselves, okay? You're simply providing the essential information for them to do so. It's your job as a copywriter or a business owner, if you're writing the copy, whatever, it's your job to figure out what is the information they need that will guide them to take action, okay? Where do you find that information? Market research. It's as simple as that. Principle number 4, you want your reader to feel something when they read your copy. Tap into their emotions. The last thing you want is for your reader to feel nothing after reading your copy, okay? You want them to be charged in some way, whether that's positive or negative. And I'm going to tell you why. Because either way, they want what you got or they don't. If someone is charged negatively towards you, that's perfectly fine. If they don't resonate with your copy and they don't want to take action and they actually have a negatively charged feeling towards that copy or you, cool. We don't even want those people as customers in our ecosystem. We want the people that are positively charged towards our copy, towards our offer, towards our business, towards you if you're the face of your company. You want the positively charged people to actually be the customers that you serve because those are the customers that are going to spend money with you for years to come. But again, you don't want someone to be indifferent to your copy. If they read your copy and they're just like, whatever, like at that point, no one is spending money with you. So it's okay to attract people and repel people. Keep that in mind. Look at it from the perspective of attracting and repelling, not being polarizing, but just you're attracting the right people and you're repelling the wrong people. And just keep this in mind. Emotions lead to actions. Principle number 5, be contextual with your market. This is so important. There are some copywriting techniques that you will continue to add to your copywriting toolbox over time. And it's important to understand the context of your reader, your offer, and how you bridge them together. Okay? You don't want them to, or you don't want to use a tool that may not be best suited for them in that specific situation. You want to understand the context of their journey, their pains, desires, your approach, and how it will feel to them, etc. So, what I mean by this is there might be a proven framework or a copywriting technique that is just, it works incredibly well, but it may work against you in the specific situation of a specific market that you're serving and the approach you're taking with them. You want to make sure that that approach is actually going to serve them in some way, shape, or form to take action. Okay, because if you use the wrong approach, it will actually work against you. And that means that like proven copywriting techniques and proven copywriting frameworks, etc., like they can work against you. You know, they might work in another industry in a different situation, but in your specific situation, it might work against you. So take that into consideration and just be contextual. It's such a simple principle that a lot of new copywriters don't take into account, which is what trips them up. So as long as you're contextual, you're going to be golden in whatever it is that you do copywriting related or business related for that matter. Principle number 6, market research will guide your writing. If you feel lost, go back to understanding your market. All the secrets are actually revealed by your market. You just got to learn to listen, and sometimes you're going to have to decode their language. But all the secrets that you're looking for, all the all the different ways of communicating with someone to legitimately press these emotional hot buttons to take them action almost instantly, they tell you what it is. They tell you what they are. You just got to learn to listen, and you're going to have to decode their language at times. Now, principle 7, the words you write are important, but the idea or concept that elicits a specific emotion is just as important, perhaps even more considering that this is all very emotional. So if we operate based on the premise that copy is an emotional journey in which we guide our reader through to ultimately guide with clarity to action, then we want to pay attention to what kind of emotion we are eliciting or want to elicit, and for that you must take into consideration the idea / concept / angle behind the writing that you are doing. Okay? If you want a specific action to be taken, you know that there's a specific emotion that needs to be leveraged for that action to be taken. Well, then track back and think, okay, what is this idea that I can share with them or this concept that I can expose them to that is going to elicit that emotion that will then lead them to action? I'm not saying words aren't important. They are important, but you can write the best words in the world, right? You can be a wordsmith that people call it. But if it is not eliciting the right emotion or any emotion, it's kind of fall deaf on ears, if that is even the saying, if I said that right. But no, it's just not going to resonate with people and it's not going to generate the results. So that's principle number 7. These are some fundamental principles to leverage with your copywriting that will certainly lead you to have expert level copy, meaning you'll generate results. Okay, if you're a newbie copywriter, keep this in mind. There's no really like level of copywriter. There's no beginners and there's no experts. It's just there are people that produce results and there are people that don't produce results. And the people that produce results are the ones that are perceived as experts. So keep that in mind and just generate the results. Leverage these principles so that you generate the results that you want to generate for yourself, for your clients, and so on. Now, if you're too busy or just don't want to worry about the copy, for example, if you're an e-com brand owner, okay, whether you're in software, whether you're in DTC, consumables, whatever it is, if you're an info product creator, if you don't want to worry about the copy and just want the results and would like me to serve you in doing so effectively for your brand, you can email me directly at kevin@vivoskill.com and we can chat about exactly how I can help you increase the sales and longevity of your brand through the copy I write for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more like it. I will see you in the next video.